Hello and welcome to Tech Deals. Today have I got an awesome deal for you. This is the very best $700 gaming desktop computer available in the market today. Do you want to play all current games, and I do mean all, at full HD or 1080p resolution, at a smooth 60 frames per second, and with all the details cranked to the max? Then stop, because you've come to the right place. This computer will do it. This is an amazing value for $700. I am very impressed by this. Not only that, but I like this machine for other reasons beyond its current performance. This is completely upgradable. This is by a company called CyberPower PC. I did buy this on Amazon, and a link to that will be in the video description below. Go check it out. But it comes in a standard ATX tower case. You can upgrade it. You can keep this over the years. It's not like a fixed configuration you can never change. So not only is it a great, powerful computer for an excellent price, but it's a standard case and a standard build, so it's totally upgradable. You can keep this for years to come. Intel i5-6402p processor. What is that? That's actually a new chip from Intel. It's a slight upgrade over the i5-6400 that came out last year. It's a little bit faster, its base clock is faster, its turbo is faster. 2.8 gigahertz base, 3.4 gigahertz turbo speed. So it's got plenty of processor power to play all current games on the market, as well as run all your Windows programs, multitasking, web browsers, watching videos, etc. It is a 4-core, 4-thread chip. It's all the average person needs. You don't need to spend any more money on your processor than this. 8 gigabytes of system RAM, easily upgradable to more if you want, but 8 gigabytes is enough to play all current games and run web browsers and such. It comes with a 1 terabyte, 7200 RPM hard drive. Now, it doesn't come with an SSD, and I wish it did, but for $700, there's a limit to what can be included. I will be adding an SSD to this because solid-state drives don't cost that much anymore. $50 to $100 will get you a nice one. I will video that, as well as show the cloning process to show you how to move Windows over to it, but you can use it as it comes out of the box. It is a fast 7200 RPM drive. Most importantly, AMD RX 480 4 gigabyte dedicated gaming graphics card. This thing is crazy fast. At this price point, a few months ago, you would have gotten at most an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 950 or 960. What kind of difference is this? Double. Compared to the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 950, this is absolutely double the performance of that card. At max detail, the 950 won't run games much better than 30 frames per second. This will do it at 60. In fact, this card is good enough, it'll even run games at 1440p at medium to high detail. For $700, to get a new high-end card like this, that's a great deal. It also includes AC Wi-Fi, Windows 10, a DVD burner, and all the normal features you would expect. So this video is going to be an unboxing and overview. I'm going to take it out of the box, show you all the features, open up the side of the case, show you what you get, show you how nice this case is and how it can be expanded. I haven't opened it yet, but I've seen the pictures. I know what's inside it. I will follow this video up with a first boot and Windows update, Windows performance review, where I show you the performance of Windows, web browsing, watching videos, opening multiple programs, and then of course gaming performance reviews. I will also show you how to add additional RAM to it, as well as installing a solid-state drive if you wish to improve the boot performance and application load speed, as well as the cloning process to move it over. All those videos will be coming up in the future. They will, when they're done, be linked in the video description below. Also, please subscribe to my channel with the big, huge red button down there. That's how you'll get notifications of when those videos come out. In addition to just showing you the performance, I'll be doing live benchmarks where I have the computer here and a monitor, and I play the game live, not just running a pre-recorded benchmark, but actually play games so you can see what the real performance of the computer is. How smooth is it? I'm very impressed. $700? If you have a $700 budget for a gaming desktop computer, buy this one. So, what's in the box? If I sound excited, it's simply because it really is that good of a deal. And no, CyberPower did not send this to me for free. I bought this off of Amazon with my own money. It really is that good of a deal. And it's a heavy box, because it's a big machine. Now, I've reviewed gaming machines in the past, And they're not bad deals. But if you're thinking of asking in the comment section below, should you buy this or one of the other machines I've reviewed? As of August 2016, forget all my previous recommendations of gaming desktop computers. Now this doesn't apply to non-gaming machines, but for gaming desktops, this is it. This is the one you should be buying. Let's see what's in here. When we open it up, this is what you'll see, and I'm turning it around so you can see the unboxing experience. Inside the box, it's a big computer with foam pads. What can we say? There is, it looks like a keyboard down here, and they do provide a gaming keyboard. What does that look like? It's a gaming keyboard. Let's see if it's any good. Usually, OEM pre-built machines don't come with very good keyboards. If you buy, an Acer or an HP or Lenovo, the keyboards usually aren't great. But let's see if the CyberPower is any better. That's much better than most keyboards. Now, these are not, it's not a mechanical keyboard. It's not like Cherry MX switches or anything, if you know what that is. There are keyboards you can buy that are like $100 just for the keyboard. It's not one of those. But these keys do have full travel. Would I use this? Yes. I don't use most keyboards that come with OEM machines, but these actually have travel. These press. It's not chiclet. And it's a full-size keyboard. I like it. That's a nice keyboard. There's no reason to replace that. If you want a decent keyboard, is there anything else in here? No. So, good impressions. I'm happy with the keyboard. Let me box that back up and keep it safe. If I don't do that now, I lose things. I'll set that on the ground. And this looks like the safest way to unbox this is going to be to flip it over and do it this way. And there is another box here that was actually on the bottom. Let's see what's in here. Probably mouse and power cord. Yep. There is a gaming mouse, Cyber PC branded, and it's got a DPI increase and decrease button. It's got a 400 DPI hold lock, forward and backward button. It's LED lit, a turbo fire, a scroll wheel. Oh, nice. This is cool. They've got weights on the bottom. You can add or remove weights. There's 5-gram metal weights. You can put up to 5 of them. So if you want your mouse to be heavier, I've never seen a mouse that does this before. You can add up to 25 grams of weight to your mouse if you want a heavy mouse, or take them off the bottom if you want a very lightweight mouse. That's cool. That's nice. I have no issues with that. What else is in here? Our AC Wi-Fi adapter. What they've done, it's a TP link too, that's good. They've given you an AC600 Wi-Fi adapter. Basically, it's a USB adapter you'll plug into the back or the front if you want to add Wi-Fi to your computer. If you don't use it. But if you do, then you certainly can. This is actually better than your average one. I've reviewed one in the past that was a 433 megabit adapter for $20. This is a 600 megabit adapter. So they gave you a good one. I had a feeling this was going to be good. What else is in here? There is a nice thick power cord for the computer. Windows 10 for use with a licensed CyberPower PC only. So you get your Windows 10. There is a warranty card with support information. They provide a 1-year hardware warranty and a lifetime tech support warranty. Well, that's nice. Here is the driver installation CD for your graphics card, which you should not use because they'll have the newest drivers on there anyway, or the new-ish. We'll update the drivers. It has an MSI motherboard. Nice. Here is the driver CD for the motherboard. Unlike most pre-built machines, let me talk about CyberPower for a second. CyberPower is what I call a boutique computer maker. They build computers out of the same components you would buy yourself. If you went to Amazon or Newegg and bought a case and an MSI motherboard, and in this case, it's an XFX video card, they basically get all these parts wholesale and put the computer together for you. You could build this exact machine yourself. I'll bet you couldn't do it for $700 though, because they're getting discounts on everything and they put them together in mass. Nice. And there's even the thank you thing for the MSI motherboard, quick installation guide. So they're giving you all the manuals that came with the motherboard. Nice. It's, there you go. There's the motherboard manual. It's a nice MSI manual too. So they're giving you an actual motherboard manual, because you don't usually get that stuff. If you buy like an Acer or a Lenovo or an HP, you never get this stuff. This would be a good deal if it was a Lenovo or HP. The fact that it is a boutique company like CyberPower makes this a really good deal. I know I sound excited. I genuinely am excited. I bought this with my own money. And they even give you the spare cover for the case. There is a DVD reader and writer in this computer. They would have gotten the case and this cover would have been over the 5.25-inch drive bay. Rather than throw it away, they sent it to you. If you ever want to take the DVD drive out of the computer and have a clean look on the case, they gave you the cover. $700, if that's your budget, this is what you should buy. Put that down there and make sure there we go. Discharge set that down gently. By the way, save the foam. If you ever need to ship your machine in for warranty service, having the original box and the original foam makes it much, much easier. And if you ever want to sell your machine or you're moving, definitely save your foam. It's the safest way to move your machine. Turn it this way. And the plastic wants to come off this way. This is really nice. I sell almost everything I review because I buy everything I review. There's a decent chance I may be keeping this. It's such a value. I mean, I can build my own machines. I do build my own machines. I'll bet you I can't build one for this price. Let's see here. More paperwork. Register your product today. They gave you a 1-year McAfee antivirus subscription. Oh boy, I'm not a McAfee fan. And proudly assembled in the USA. Let's see, customer service and tech support. If purchased at other retailers, and they provide the 800 number, 888-937-5582, they provide technical support from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific time, Monday to Friday, and Saturday until 3 p.m. Pacific time. US-based customer service, you can't beat that. That beats the heck out of calling somebody who doesn't understand you. And there is a piece of tape on the side, which I'm going to take off. It's actually a piece of paper. Attention, read this before turning on your computer. They actually put packing foam inside. Nice. To minimize the possibility of shipping damage, we have inserted shipping foam inside your computer. Please remove below to remove the foam before turning your computer on. Let me turn this around and show this to you. First of all, there's the front of the machine. This is not your standard OEM computer. This is a standard desktop case. You could keep this for years and years and years. If you look through the big side window, you'll notice there's a big bag of foam. We need to take that off, or take that out, before we can do anything with it. Oh, I dropped one. These are thumb screws. You don't need any tools in order to open up the side of this. Although it's on very tight, I probably need a screwdriver. And I'm back with a screwdriver. I had to walk across the room to get a screwdriver, so I edited that out. Let me unscrew this, set this down over here. This just slides off like that. Nice side window so you can see the inside of your case. This is just packing foam to protect it. What they're doing is they're making sure that your graphics card And everything else, look inside that. I like this machine. What can I say? So you got to take that packing foam out. Is there anything else? Only computer connect. Okay. Let me do this. So here is our AMD RX 480 graphics card. That's awesome. There are 2 memory modules. That's a good thing. And this is DDR4 2400, so it's 2400 megahertz. There's 8 gigabytes of RAM installed in 2 modules. So if you want to upgrade the RAM, now it's nice because this means it's running in dual mode, dual channel RAM. Most computers that come with 8 gigs of RAM only have 1 module and they run in single channel mode, and so you have to buy a second one to put it in dual channel mode. Dual channel RAM is faster than single channel RAM. There are 2 open memory slots, so you could buy either an 8 gigabyte kit, 2 4 gigabyte modules to increase it to 16 gigs, or you can buy 2 8 gigabyte modules, a 16 gigabyte kit, to increase it to 24 gigabytes. Either one will keep it in dual channel mode, keeping your high-speed RAM. I will put a link in the description below to both an 8 gigabyte kit, increasing it to 16 total, and a 16 gigabyte kit, increasing it to 24 gigabytes total. And we're back. Okay, I had to trim some of that out there because the opening process and the marveling took a little longer than you probably want to watch. So after we took the side of the computer case off and we took the foam out, I took a panel off of here and I want to talk to you about what's inside this machine. There are quality computers and there are cheap computers, but there's very rarely quality computers that also happen to be inexpensive. I own a lot of different machines personally, both pre-built and ones I custom built myself. I would be hard-pressed to build this for $700, including the case, the motherboard, the processor, the RAM, the power supply, the video card, the fans, the hard drive, the USB Wi-Fi adapter, a nice keyboard and a nice mouse, a legal copy of Windows 10, and the fact that somebody else put it together and I didn't have to. If you want a machine for $700 that will play all current games at 1080p, this is absolutely what you should buy. This case will last you for years, even after you've outgrown the components. Why? Because this is not a custom case, this is a standard computer case that you could put any components into. And it's a mid-tower. The motherboard only goes to right here, the main circuit board. There's actually room for a full-size board in here. You could, 3 years, 5 years from now, if you wanted to, upgrade to whatever the newest, greatest thing is at that point in time. You could absolutely upgrade your video card. This has a 600 watt power supply. You could put a GTX 1080 in here if you wanted to. There's plenty of room. If you wanted to, in a couple of years, upgrade this to a 6-core or an 8-core Elite i7 super machine and put in dual video cards, you wouldn't have to change anything else except the motherboard and the video cards. You've got a nice exhaust fan in the back. You have 2 very nice intake fans in the front. You can't see them. I'll turn this around. There are 2 intake fans in the front. There's plenty of cooling and airflow. There is a big grate on the top. If you wanted to upgrade your processor and the motherboard in the future and maybe go liquid cooling, you could absolutely go liquid cooling in this machine. This is a good machine. And if you've got a budget of $700, then you need to go buy this because this is a deal. Part of what makes it a deal is the fact that it's built out of standard components and it's fully upgradable and customizable for years and years to come. Part of the reason is because that is a very good video card. The AMD RX 480 is a brand new release. It's super fast. It's got great DirectX 12 support for the future, so you'll be able to use it for years and years. Great, great video card. And you'd be hard-pressed to put this together. Let's talk about the components. I'll put it up here in edit. But first of all, we have a $200 processor, roughly. The i5-6402p, it's about a $200 processor. Turbo's up to 3.4, it's really good. So $200 for the processor. This is a nice name brand motherboard. This is an MSI motherboard. Let's put that at $75. So we're at $275. The RAM is not very expensive, the 8 gigs, so we'll call that $25. Okay, so we're at $300. The case and the power supply, I'm going to be especially generous and say $100. The power supply is probably a $40 power supply. I'd pay $60 for the case. This is a nice case. So $100. So now we're to $400. Okay. That's a $200 video card. Now we're to $600. $50 hard drive. Now we're at $650. DVD burner, keyboard, mouse, and Wi-Fi adapter. We're now to $700. If you go buy all these components, you're at $700. But wait, where's your Windows 10 license? This comes with a legal copy of Windows 10 pre-installed for you. And then consider this. 1 year hardware warranty from one company, so you don't have to call 6 different companies. If you have a problem, there's only one place to call. Lifetime tech support, and you didn't have to build it. That's a deal. $700, link to Amazon in the description below. Yes, it's a good deal. Yes, it's what you should go buy. As I said at the beginning of this video, I will be following this video up with first boot, Windows setup, Windows update, and then I will do Windows performance reviews. That'll be a separate video. And then gaming performance for benchmarking, as well as live performance testing, so you can actually see how it plays games with me in front of the keyboard, not in some pre-recorded benchmark, but actually playing the game. And then I will do an SSD installation. I'll install an SSD in this and show you how to clone the hard drive to the SSD. You can get a nice 240 gigabyte solid state drive for $60 or less. Great value. Very, very excited. All right, enough gushing from me. Like the video if you like it. Don't if you don't. Remember to subscribe to my channel. It's the big red button. That's how you get notifications of all the future videos I'm going to do on this thing. Questions, comments, thoughts, feedback, suggestions, leave those in the video description, below the video description. Let me know what you think. Have you ever owned a CyberPower? Have you ever bought a boutique computer before from a small computer company as opposed to relatively small compared to the HPs and Lenovo's of the world? Do you agree with the part choices and the value at $700 or not? That's where you got to tell me what you're thinking below, because I can't read your mind. And as always, check out the links in the video description below. I will put them, I'll put the link to this machine. You should definitely go check it out. I think it is an awesome, awesome deal. And I'll also put a link to my recommended solid state drive upgrade, either a 240 or a 480 option, as well as to the RAM upgrade options if you're interested. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you when I turn this thing on.